welcome back to my channel. My name is Tia, aka Teacup Simmer, and this is another speed build. We are here creating an Amazon temple in Oasis Springs, and I will be telling you basically everything about this temple. I am so excited, you guys, because the Jungle Adventure game pack came out, and I just decided that we needed to expand our Amazon challenge world. I always anticipated that we were going to do that, but I never actually understood how we were going to. But this was the perfect opportunity to do this. And so if you guys can see, I'm creating almost like a Mayan temple inspired build. Is like our Jungle Adventure has a lot of Central American and South American influences, but this temple is actually going to be for a tribe of Amazons that we have not seen yet, but if you guys are never heard of my Amazon challenge, I will leave links in the description box to our Amazon challenge playlist. It's basically Sims 4 Amazon challenges where you have a group of women in the Sims who create a full-on society for themselves, and they all have roles and different things to play with. And currently, because we got the new Jungle Adventure game pack, I decided to expand our world to include the wonderful world of Salvador. And I actually love this world. I'm so excited. I had so much fun playing with all the new plants. Oh my gosh, you guys, all the new plants. You guys saw earlier that I just laid everything out like that, and I skipped over a lot of the landscaping because it took me a little bit of time to figure out what mix of plants I enjoyed, but I just love the look of everything. It all just looks so great. Some of the ones look like overall retextures of some things, but everything else looks really amazing. Like all of the different wallpapers we got, everything, like even up to the doors look amazing. They're very niche, I would say. Like, so a lot of the stuff is very particular to a certain type of style, but if you're designing these types of style houses or with houses with that type of influence, it's definitely very useful. I know a lot of builders are definitely going to have a lot of fun remodeling a lot of the build in Oasis Springs with a lot of the stuff that we got in this pack, specifically because it all has similar hint to it. But when it comes to this build, I'm calling it an Omiscan temple because in the Salvadoran lore, apparently the temples that are actually the ones that we explore in Salvadorada are actually Omiscan temples. As you guys hear about, the Omiscan like royal baths are one of the many places you can explore, and we're definitely going to be having like a tiny let's play with like characters that are going to go into Salvadorada and adventure in the jungle, and they're definitely going to be tied to this build. We might end up seeing it later in our Amazon challenge, actually, because let me get let me get a little bit more centered. I tend to ramble, you guys, when I have a lot of stories in my head. So the overall idea is that this temple was built by outcast Amazons that left the land of Salvadorada after they were cast out from their original temples that were in that area. And so the idea is that we had a bunch of Amazons that were cast out of their temples, and they came to Oasis Springs and brought their wildlife and their powers and like the magic that they had when they used to be in Salvadorada, and they used it to create an oasis for themselves in this barren desert that is completely different from the very lush and beautiful jungles that they're used to. But over the years, they lost all of that tradition and all of the ideas that they used to have in their homeland. And so the idea for our Let's Play is going to be that they send out the current princess, their scholar, and I think the princess's twin brother or younger brother to Salvadorada as like their main task to explore and bring back the culture that the Amazons have lost from their previous homeland. And I'm super excited. I'm pretty sure everybody's going to be just as excited as I am about this, because it's going to be such a fun story. I have so many things planned, but I wanted to make sure I designed their temple, you guys, because I always get an idea of how a society works by how they like set up their lives. And this is a little bit different. I also felt really bad that I wasn't able to show you guys the build for our other Amazon challenge build, the one in Windenburg, our big Amazon challenge compound. That one is actually a very young Amazon tribe, but of course there aren't only one Amazon tribe in the world. There has to be more than one. So we have this Amazon tribe are going to be the Omiscans. These guys are going to be more traditional, which is why you guys see those little outbuildings on the side, specifically for the male Sims. These guys are going to be a little bit more traditional than our Windenburg Amazons. Our Lindenberg Amazons are a little bit more modern, even though everyone seems to have the same type of amenities. Our Windenburg Amazons aren't as, like I said, they're a little bit more modern thinking. They're very much okay with male Sims being like similar to them. They know they're not going to be able to rule the tribe, but they still have like a certain level of respect for them. These Amazons are very, very strict in their ways. They're like, male Sims are not the same as us. They don't have the same capabilities. They don't deserve to be leaders. So the males in this tribe are going to be treated a little bit less kindly than in our other tribe. It's going to be a very amazing contrast when we start actually playing with these guys in game. But the characters we're going to get introduced to are going to be the current princess and the current scholar, and then the princess's brother in our actual Let's Play. And if you guys don't know about the roles I'm talking about, when it comes to our Amazon challenge, each character has a role they play. Each of the women has a role that, like, we have our scholar who writes down histories and keeps track of, like, does painting, does a lot of the stuff that's very analytical, sometimes artistic. And then we have like our princess, or our Mirai, who is the chosen one who's going to rule the tribe after the queen. And then we have a bunch of other individuals who have different roles that I'm probably going to explain to you guys as I create the rest of the temple. But this place that I'm creating right now is kind of like the meeting place that they have. Like, they all get together once a week and talk about what's going on, and it's mostly all of the main women of the tribe. And I had a lot of fun putting together a lot of these, like using those skeletons as decoration was kind of awesome. But they didn't have a lot of actual like wall decorations for this pack. They had a lot of furniture. Like, I loved a lot of the furniture, but they didn't have a lot of like actual decorations. They had some stuff like the plants occasionally, but like, you know me, I like a lot of clutter or stuff that I can like put together to kind of weave together a story. And they didn't have a lot of that, but I did love the wood and the stone. The stone and the wood in this pack was amazing. But this is the gym, and the gym is nice because of course they're gonna have a gym because they're Amazons, and the fitness is a very big part of their culture, so we have to have a gym. And then this area is just going to be the kind of like play, not the study, but the play area, that is kind of where they like create things, like the craft room. I think that's what we're gonna call it, like craft room, the place where people write songs, create woodwork, create paintings, play chess, like hang out with each other. That's kind of what this area is. So, and I figured they always have like that type of area. I didn't create an area with a TV because I thought it would be a little, I don't know, I didn't think it was necessary at the time. But I liked this one specifically because we had such a it's different than our other compound, because the other compound is similar in the sense that there's a central eating place and then everything else is around it. But this one, it's all one building. So I had to figure out how to get all of this stuff to fit in one building. And that was a little bit difficult, just a tad. And then it's always interesting to see how I can incorporate a lot of the new stuff, like the lamp. I love that lamp. I don't know why, but I love the lamp. It's so nice. It's all like pretty, and you can get it in multiple different colors. This is the study. So it's like, or like the main library. So it's going to be where we have like keep our artifacts, where we have all of where the computer is, where people kind of hang out and read mostly. Our scholar will probably spend most of her time in here. But they have a lot of, like, I love the new, like, armchairs. Those things are so cute. I love the little pillow. Oh, so happy about that. It's just so nice. I really wanted a standing lamp from this pack. Like, I really wanted a standing lamp because standing lamps are so nice. And then there is the new archaeological table, which our scholar is definitely going to be using in our new Let's Play. I'm so excited for the Let's Play, you guys. It's going to be so fun. Eee! I'm so excited. I just can't wait. Like, this is going to be so interesting because I've been looking at some Let's Plays that people have done about the pack, and everybody's super excited. And I haven't seen anything that, like, jumps out at me that's gonna, like, amaze me beyond measure, but it all looks like really well thought out. And like, I didn't play World Adventures, like I have it. So I have Sims 3 World Adventures. I have most of the packs for Sims 3, actually, like the major ones. But I didn't actually, like, I haven't played it on its own, I guess. Like, it's there, but I don't use it. So, and I mostly play Sims 3 Warrior Cats, so I don't normally use Sims 3 in that way. And also, it's a beast to run, so until I get like a good PC setup, I'm probably not going to use it that way. But apparently everybody says this is a really good, it's the gameplay itself is actually really interesting. There's mixed reviews, because you hear some people say that the gameplay is kind of iffy, then you hear some people say that they like really love the gameplay. So I'm gonna see how it goes. I'm very happy with the way the build stuff came out, so, and I love the tile. The tile is what I needed out of life. Oh my god, like that tile is amazing. Like the number of colors, that was exactly the type of tile that I needed for my bathrooms. Like, all of the other tile just felt so repetitive or way too shiny. This one feels perfect. And these are the bathrooms specifically for the women. So we have 2 sets of doors, one whole like basic bathtub, and then you had 2 sets of like shower areas and spa rooms, and then 6 toilets. So they have a lot of space. This room is going to be our provider's room. So if you guys, I definitely encourage you guys to read those rules for the Amazon challenge if you guys have never heard of it before. But our provider definitely basically just takes care of all the babies. So the provider is going to be spending her time looking after all of our small ones, and her room is actually right next to the kids room, which has 2 toddler beds and 1 child bed. We only have 1 toddler and 1 child in this tribe currently, but there's always someone's currently pregnant, so that's possibly another child on the way that we could end up having to include in here. Let's see, and I included that like study desk down in the bottom just because. And then that one is the teenagers room. I don't know if I spend a lot of time on that one for you guys to see it. But this is the kids room. I was trying to just make something really simple, that kind of colorful, something to kind of tie in all that blue. I love that rug, and the fact that some of the wood colors are actually like tinted. Oh my god, I was so happy. It just looks so nice, just so nice. Oh, and I had so much fun playing with the colors. There's so many colors. I love when we get colors because I can mess around with it, because there's so many colors in this. So you could pull out the teal, the yellow, the orange, and it all works. Like, it all actually works. Like, you don't have to stick with the main color. I could have just used orange for the rest of this room and it would have worked fine, or the teal even, and it would have worked fine. It was just, it's perfect. Like, I like these build items. And this is the scholars room, so each woman who has like an actual position gets her own room. Everyone else is kind of stuck to being in common areas until they're either given a position or someone who has a position passes away. Currently, we don't really have any elders in this tribe, so no one's currently going to pass away, but we do have some teenagers, I think 2 teenagers, and the new young adults, the princess, the scholar is a new young adult. We have a bunch of different, and I'm probably going to introduce you guys to them. I don't want to give away too much because it's going to be part of our Amazon challenge because it's going to be an overarching story. I'm trying to make it so that we have multiple series going on the channel that all are kind of interconnected. I don't know how people are going to like it, considering that like eventually like all of our Sims 4 challenges are going to be, Sims 4 Let's Plays are going to be connected in some way eventually, or like my idea is they're all happening in the same universe. So you'll see characters from one of our Let's Plays eventually show up in another one of our Let's Plays, especially if the Let's Play ends, 9 times out of 10 they're going to show up in a different one. At least that's what I'm going for, because currently I'm working on trying to make sure we have all of our Let's Plays going, at least just going, because I have to finish out our stepmom Let's Play. I have to finish out and start the new Let's Play with Diana. We have the Amazon challenge that we're working on, and we just started introducing some really cool characters in that one, so I'm super excited. I'll definitely link that for you guys to check it out if you guys are interested in the Amazon challenge, because we're having so much fun with that. This is probably going to go up in place of that for a second, but we're not going to spend too much time on the mini Let's Play for the jungle adventure, but we're going to spend some time on it. And what else? And then we have our Four Mortal Siblings challenge. That one's probably going to be a standalone one just because it doesn't tie in too well, but it is a good challenge, and I love how much time I spent on that one. That one's one of my favorites. And this room is our, let me think. I think this one's our shaman's room, because our shaman is a fairly important character. She has her own room. So she's like, well, she's fairly important, like woman of stature. She's normally like someone who's really good at like understanding the signs from the goddess and everything along those lines. And so she has her own area where she can read the signs in the fire, and she can talk to other Sims. And she has a very big room. It's comparable to how big the Queen's room is, which is that room. So this room that I'm starting to work on right now is the Queen's room. And well, yeah, now we're working on the Queen's room. So the Queen's room is specifically made in all teal, because that's the color of the Queen of the Amazons, and all Amazons follow the same color scheme. That's one of the few things that are the same across all Amazon tribes. They all follow the same color scheme, but they don't all have the same exact customs. Some may be more harsh than others. Like this tribe is a little bit more harsh than our Windenburg tribe, but then other tribes may just be really laid back and not really care, and just not have too many people in positions of power. So like it just depends, and we'll end up meeting some different tribes with different cultures as we progress with the story. But this one is our Queen's room, and our Queen has been queen for a while now. She's a lot older. She's not an elder yet, but she's an adult, which is why she's sending her daughter into the wilderness of Sala Dorada to pick up some of that knowledge from their ancestors as like her I guess it's more of like a quest before she can take up the mantle as queen, since she just became a young adult. I'm super excited to introduce you guys to these characters. I'm just, oh my goodness. I'm probably rambling. Most people probably don't know what I'm talking about. Well, that's just me. Hi, I'm Tia. Welcome. Welcome to the channel. I just had a lot of fun creating this one, because I felt so bad that I didn't get to show you guys how I created the last compound, and I love creating stuff like this. I usually create big builds, which is stupid of me, because I spend like, I think this took me 2 days. This took me 2 days to do, because I did it in pieces. Like I did like the first 2 tiers at the bottom, and then I did the second and the third floor and the rest of the outside at the same time. So it took me a bit, just a tad, just a little bit of time. But I had a lot of fun with it. I enjoyed this a lot, and we'll be playing with this, and you guys will be seeing it in some of my like cutscenes when I start introducing the new Let's Play. Right now I'm just doing adding some things for like washing from laundry day. I loved how I was able to get some of the plants to work, and oh my god, the plants in this thing make my life. They make my heart feel so good. They're just so pretty. That's not a character, you guys. Just ignore them. Those are stand-ins. And these are the male quarters, which is why I said these guys are a little bit more harsh than our other Amazons. The males in this tribe have a little bit harder time because they have their own quarters outside, but they're not as nice. They're a little bit more run down. So that might be something that in the future might be a big plot point in their tribe, because the male Sims may have an issue with kind of being treated a little bit unfairly by the female Amazons. But that's going to be a story for another day. So excited for this series. Oh my gosh. Oh, I keep dropping hints and then I keep being like, I'm not going to tell you guys. I'm such a tease. I'm sorry. But let's see. I think we're coming up on screenshots. Yes. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this, please let me know. If you guys are excited about our Sims 4 Jungle Adventure, the Amazons of Salvadorada Let's Play, let me know. It's going to be a mini Let's Play that we're going to start off by introducing some of the characters, and they're going to spend their time in Salvadorada, and we're just kind of going to see how that goes. It's going to be so fun, but I hope you guys are interested. If you guys are excited, if you guys loved the build as much as I did, please let me know down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and please subscribe if you really love me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!
And